Yes, but how much can I earn doing publishing? And above all, the million-dollar question, how long will it take before I start seeing some earnings working? On Amazon, seeing these famous and infamous little books. Have you seen this gentleman back here? This is MediCoach. Go on Instagram and look him up. Coach of Nicolano Elka, a former football player from France. All right. So let's answer this existential doubt that you all have. That you are getting into this wonderful activity that I've been doing since 2018. Here we are at 5. Always a bit of Malix for the haters, guys. Don't worry. You'll make it too. So, let's get serious again. So, we saw in one of the previous videos, in this nice series of videos, for those who are starting to get interested. They want to understand a bit more about how it works, how much I can start earning, how long it will take, how much I need to invest, what publishing is. All super. Legitimate questions. Normal, right? If I need to buy a car, I go to the dealership, I ask for a test drive, I ask about the features, I want to see if the interior is leather, right? The alloy wheels, not alloy wheels. All these things. Here, so it's normal to ask yourself these questions. How much can you earn? I'll give you an example of one of our students, but you might have already seen it. You've seen the interview with Eugenio on the YouTube channel, the interview with Di Pietro. And then we have many other cases that we have posted in the Facebook group open to everyone. If you're not in there, that's your loss. If you go on Instagram, we publish them every now and then. Marco, Laura Corfini, Gabriele. The same Filippo. Oh, R1. Another one of our cornerstones of our community. But for example, Pietro, who sent me the dashboard for December 2024 a few days ago, is on track for $20,000 in a single month. This doesn't mean, attention, quick disclaimer, that you'll make $20,000 right away in a month, because Pietro's journey, a little more complex, so to speak. Let's put it this way, because it didn't start yesterday. Okay, he faced his challenges, right? He kept going, and he gave us. In the end, he took it off and is taking it off. His nice little whims are now contributing to this part. It can be said that potentially it will be in the order of 100K generated in a single year from selling books on Amazon. Okay? So, how much can you earn? I feel like saying, I say this calmly, but in a reasonable way, that by making your little book, okay, so first of all, you need to start with the secret of secrets. First and foremost, you need to publish the books. Okay, because otherwise, this is another long-standing problem that people have. They buy courses, they buy programs left and right, but I'm not getting results. Okay, let's analyze the situation. It's been 12 months and I'm not getting results. How many books have you published? 1. I mean, guys, this is one of the phrases I always tell my private students, and even those who happen to join our free training. If you TNU or a business, you'll get results just like you would from a hobby. The result you would get from it, it will simply be the result you get from a hobby. You want to go on a diet and eat right once a year, you'll get the same results as everyone else who approaches this issue, this problem, this thing, in this way, treating it as an occasional thing. So, are you deciding to get serious? All right, you get in and you get serious. I decide to create a program that leads me to earn money selling books on Amazon. It won't be magic, guys. No one can perform miracles if you don't publish the books, okay? But if you get in instead, or let's say you decide to go to Trainer Y, okay? Whoever you go to, you have to do, okay? We see the software, for example, we see all the materials, all the possible and imaginable automations. But if you don't publish the books on Amazon, it's tough to even start generating the first hundreds of dollars on Amazon. So I'm taking you, for example, right now, while you enjoy the music. of the 5, which is a 5-star hotel here. That's here on the palm. For example, my personal case. And then, if something comes to mind later, maybe I'll also explain to you some of the cases. Among my students, typical ones, not even the most successful, typical. For example, I started in 2018, after the first 3-4 books. I started generating, with the sale of the booklets on Amazon, the first $230, $240 in a single month. Obviously, these aren't the figures that will change your life. Clear? Agreed? I know. Many of you are here, right? Maybe while watching these videos, because secretly, right? You want to earn 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 30,000 euros a month. Yes, it's doable. Yes. I'm the first to say that it can be done. I did it myself. And not just that. I mean, it's replicable because other students have done it in our programs. But it's not something you'll achieve overnight, just to be clear. I don't want to hear stories from people who say, but I thought in 4 months I would be bringing home right away. 5,000 euros guaranteed and secured. We take our time, we work together, we do something serious, okay? Because this can pass. And it's often looked down upon. What? The earning method. This is not a money-making method, guys. You are going to build a serious business. Go sell some manuals on a platform. Amazon, which is a marketplace, is the largest marketplace in the world that sells products. So in fact, you are building your own book brand. Does the term publishing house mean anything to you, for example? So you are basically you will be little mini publishing houses. You see, publish good content because that's the goal. Don't publish junk, publish good content, but following the guidelines. Then we'll explain how to go about publishing. So good content. This way, achieving the goal, the result, whether it's wanting to reach my first 1,500 euros per month to support or supplant my main salary, or go even further beyond because I want to have a good life and I want to live like you. That you're there in those exotic countries, or live like that guy I saw who lives in the Canary Islands, or like the one who lives on 5th Avenue in New York, wherever you want, it doesn't matter, okay? And clearly you have to push yourself to go to the next level. But something very important that you need to understand is that to achieve these results, you need to take action here. By the way, there's a concert, something organized for New Year's probably. Okay. So the first $200, $300 or euros. If you sell books, depending on the market you choose to publish in, you can publish in America, you can publish in Spain, France, Germany, Italy. These are the main markets where we publish. Most of our students are already here. That the first few hundred euros or dollars from selling books on Amazon, they usually see them within the first 2 or 3 or 4 months. As always, I have to remember and specify that one thing that is unpredictable on our side, actually, 2 things that are unpredictable on our side. So the side of Yuri Tufano WePublishing is 1. How hungry are you really to achieve a result? We can't just be our minds. Maybe you're not that hungry. This burning desire to achieve the result, so you keep putting it off. Oh, I'll publish the book tomorrow. Let's do it next week. I'll publish it now, but now it's Christmas. We'll talk about it again in January. But then in January, another problem comes up, so it's never a priority to do this thing despite purchasing courses. And I've seen this frequently, so it's not predictable. Hunger. It's not predictable. That then people will continue to be consistent. I'm publishing a book. Second. Third, we don't do it. Okay? So 1 is the desire to actually do it. And 2, which is very important, is to keep doing it. It's not like you open a restaurant, a bar, or a physical business. You stay open for 3 days, and then you say, well, I don't know if I'll show up, I'll open the shutters, but let's see. What if the first 4 days you have at the restaurant and there's no one at any of your tables? What do we do? On the 5th day, are we staying home? Aren't we opening the restaurant? Huh? We have a 1-year lease, but after a month with no one coming into the restaurant, we end up giving away the rent for the other 11 months. We've thrown away the investment. And so here a bit of consistency comes into play. Okay, lots of them. They think they have to get results within 20 days, otherwise it's over. It's been 20 days, so I won't do it anymore. No, nothing. It doesn't work. First of all, it works. And this is the proof. We have it with dozens of people who have achieved results. From the biggest results to the more modest ones. Let's call them that, right? They're not the ones from the cover. Oh, this time in my life, now I live in Dubai with the whole family, maybe like I did. But there is one that he is very happy to take home. 500 euro a month. And he tells me, oh, what do I care? Why should I be there working hard? I just want to bring that home. I'm good like this. I have my job. It brings me home 500 euros a month, plus these extra 500 euros a month. I take a nice vacation in the summer, more the ski week during the winter, and I'm fine like that. Good. Well, everyone has their own goals. But surely to reach those 500 euros a month, it's not that. The guy wrote the first book, you're starting to understand how the business works, then that's it. Then it vanishes. It melts away like snow in the sun. Do you understand what I mean? So this is not predictable. Net of these two factors, which are the two factors that block you from getting results. I'm going to tell you what the things are that could potentially stop you from achieving results. You're looking for it, right? Don't fall into these kinds of mistakes, so you need to be persistent. And keep going, it's a business. Guys, it's not like if it's online, it suddenly becomes something completely disconnected from reality. By now, there's no more online or offline. That distinction doesn't exist anymore. Here, the same goes for Zara, the big chains. The stores you see sell online, so there's no more online or offline. That thing is over. This is something that, no, this is online business. Every business is online. Apple sells online. You also have physical stores. Eventually, you're almost hit by the fact that all businesses are online, and then some also become offline. When it's worth it to have a presence in the area, and depending on the type of activity. So consistency. And don't be foolish thinking you'll earn. Of earning. How much President Mattarella, whom we greet, hello President from Dubai, who earns 14,000 euros a month as salary or not declared from, official sources. As the President of the Republic, you want to do it all in one night? And maybe you've never even turned on a computer. So let's be realistic. Let's start with small goals. This is a very important thing. I start from zero. I've never done anything. I want to reach 1,500 euros a month. My first goal is to earn my first 100. You're being honest, 0 100. It's no small feat. I reach 100, next goal is to earn 300. That's not a small increase, it's a 300%. Compared to the previous month. Don't be like those who then buy automatic bots, okay? I take 200 euros and I want to make 10,000 euros a year with 200 euros. You're being fooled? It's not possible. Because otherwise, the biggest investors in history would be using these systems. I start with €1 million right away, and by the end of the year, there were 100 million. Coming back? Huh? I didn't say anything strange. So, let's set our expectations for something that is completely new. Something you don't know how to do. The possibility of starting to earn a few hundred euros a month from selling booklets within the first 90 days. What? Simply by us applying strategies that others have already used before you that work. Easy. Do I want to lose weight? I'm not making up the diet. I use a diet, a nutrition plan that others before me have followed, more or less similar, clearly, because then everyone He has his own body, he has his own habits, but if someone has lost weight by cutting out carbs, I definitely won't eat them. 4 servings of pasta a day? Okay. So simply, follow a recipe. I'm borrowing a passage from a video I watched recently on YouTube of a character in America. Very simply, what do you do when you follow a recipe? You have to cook carbonara. It's not like you're making up the recipe from scratch. If I have to cook carbonara, there's a recipe. I follow steps that someone before me invented, and that work. It's not like I take the pasta and throw it against the wall. But maybe it will cook, or I take the pasta, add the butter, and then maybe it becomes cooked. Just follow the instructions of people who have already done all the possible and imaginable tests to achieve the result of the recipe. Then once you have applied it, this is very simple. So what do we take home from this video? In the end, very simply, we can expect within the first few months easily a few €100. Then we have cases. Like Peter, after a consultation after 2 months, makes $100. It goes up to $3,500. Down there, Eugenia, who in 4 months reaches 9,000 or thereabouts. There are also these cases. These are cases of people who, however, have a desire to achieve significant results, even a bit above average, objectively. So I don't know if you have, and this is what I was telling you. First, you can know how hungry you really are to stand out and change your life. If you are normal people, let's say that's what we can expect easily. A few €100 in the first months. So the first 90 days are definitely doable. If you are a Eugenio, a Peter, or a Yuri, then anything is possible. Because in the first 6 months, I had already reached my first $20,000 online. That's just it. I am who I am, and you are who you are. Not necessarily. This has to be the benchmark. But a few €100 are definitely doable. Okay guys, so I think I've answered everything. If you have any doubts or questions, comment on the video, contact the consultants. You'll find the link down below. In the video, feel free to ask any questions you have if you have doubts, okay? These are the paths, therefore, to accelerate the learning curve and to reach your goals, okay? In life and financially. And I'll see you in one of the next videos. Hi guys.